Hi everyone. I would like to talk about how to use my method to stay focused in difficult situations or in competitive circumstances and still keep your creative mindset. First, let's understand what creative thinking is to better understand how to maintain it. Creative thinking is the ability of a person's mind to take ideas, facts, and/or materials and perceive them in a unique way or manner. Many of us have priorities that block our creative process, and although unavoidable at times, does not mean our creative process should be hindered because of it. I know such things as babies crying and kids playing, or loud music playing around you, or even someone watching television and responding to it, or just having a deadline that you need to meet and have no idea how to do it. These can be very distracting and could cause a lot of discomfort as well as frustration when you're trying to be creative. But there is a simple but yet logical way to avoid these problems by following my few steps for focused creativity. First, find a peaceful environment. Next, develop a brainstorming tree. Then take in opinions and comments, and then finally learning from your mistakes. We all know that when you're in these kinds of environments, it is absolutely impossible to focus or even stay creative for that matter. So the first rule is to eliminate yourself from it mentally. If the kids are crying and playing, do things when they're taking their naps or in school. If there's loud music playing, go to a more quiet area or put headphones on to drown them out. If someone's watching television around you, find another place to go to or simply ask them to go into another room and watch TV. Simply organize the chaos in your life to where you're relaxed and in a peaceful state of mind. Then there is no limit to where your creative mindset will go. This brings me to us business workers. We deal with a lot of trying to come up with creative ideas on a deadline. This leads me to the rule of focused creativity called brainstorming. Now, when most people have an idea, the automatic response is to tell someone about it. That could be a good or a bad thing in certain circumstances, because the time it takes you to tell that person about it, two things could initially happen. You could have a hard time putting it into words, stumbling on your thoughts, and of course completely forgetting what your idea was in the first place. So let's talk about the importance of brainstorming or mind mapping. This helps you jot down all the key ingredients of your thought process on an idea. Once you have done that, you've got to organize your ideas. Simply take your ideas and put them in levels of importance, making the key ideas easy and efficient to look back on and determine what you want to present and what just sounds completely awful. So have a pencil or notebook handy will definitely do the trick. Now, next, create a kind of visual aid to help an explanation, be it pictures or a handout, help you get your point across. If you're one of those people that hate to spend a lot of time jotting down ideas, record your ideas on a tape and refer back to them when you need it. See, the key to brainstorming is simply this. You take an idea, make your main topic either by highlighting it with highlighter or simply circling it, and then taking these things and go with them and make subtopics while simply setting their importance. One thing to remember is to keep thinking freely. Never assume something is a bad idea until you try it out. People always are prone to suspend an idea and then just lead it constantly to fighting with thoughts in your head. So never throw away an idea. You may never know when you might need it. Once the brainstorming now has been put into place and you have generated options, this brings me to critical thinking. Once you've gotten just the right amount of comments and opinions, it's time to do a little ironing out of the good ones and the bad ones. Don't feel like because someone has a better idea that they're better at something than you. It is not that they're better, they just might have a little more experience. So don't be afraid to take criticism. Every little bit helps, and you may never know when they might need your creative skills for a project. Last and final aspect of creative thinking method is called metacognition. This is how you monitor your progress as you learn and make changes by adapting your strategy if you perceive you are not doing so well. I made this last to show that most people that once they have found something that doesn't work for them, they don't try to figure out what they have learned from it. You may have completely bombed on an idea, but actually thinking about some of the things that were working could mean that it wasn't a complete loss. If you follow these rules of creativity, through all that I have mentioned, you should and will inspire your creative niche and keep that creativity going. Just remember, it's all about patience, time, organization, environment, and things that are suitable for your creativity. To quote Michael Micktalk, an internationally acclaimed creative thinking expert and author, he puts it best when he said, becoming familiar with concepts that result in original thought and in examining a variety of creative thinking techniques, you learn to see what others do not see and to think what others are not thinking. The result is an opportunity mindset. Thanks everyone for listening, and I await your comments.